Get ready for your daily dose of WordPress and web development tips, tricks, and insights to help you find success with WordPress. You're listening to WP the Podcast with your hosts, David Blackman and Tim Streifler.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of WP the Podcast, brought to you by WP Gears. I'm David Blackman.
And I'm Tim Streifler.
Today we're going to give you a list of things you need to do to become an authority online. We're not going to deep dive into each one of these because we could probably talk about them for a month. But each one of these things are things that you need to do in order to just become an authority online. Before we dive into the list, Tim, why don't you kind of explain to somebody why or what an authority is and why they may want to consider being one?
Yeah, every niche, every industry has people or companies that are known authorities. They are the most well-known. They're the ones invited to speak at the conferences. They're the ones that people look to. They're kind of like the they're the authority. I don't know how else to describe it. And so when you are an authority, people will buy your stuff because you're an authority. People will look to you for the knowledge around the content. Anything you want to add to that, David?
Not really, but I want you to get us kicked off today.
It sounds good. So the first thing that can help you become an authority online is to build a brand. Now that's easier said than done. Building a brand is not a defined step-by-step thing, but basically you want people to know who you are, know your brand, everything that you're about, know what your colors, your branding looks like, what your logo looks like. You want to build that over time because and basically the other things on this list is going to help you build a brand, which in turn helps you build an authority online.
Absolutely. And next on our list is you're going to want to create valuable content. I'm going to give it a perfect example. Tim and I had some initiatives. We wanted to do some things in the greater WordPress space. Obviously, we were pretty well known in the Divi world. So we wanted to start creating content in the WordPress space as a whole. So what did we do? We created a podcast. We called it WP the Podcast, and we started producing valuable content to the WordPress community. We started to share our experience and stuff. And what has happened in essence, because we did that, and it doesn't matter if you do it in the form of blog posts, podcasts, or what, it's kind of helped us become an authority in the WordPress space because we're producing this content. And so people, when they view it, they're like, oh, these guys must be the experts and stuff. So even from episode 1 and 2, Tim and I were, all of a sudden instant authority. It was kind of interesting to kind of see how that happens. But it's true. If you do a podcast, you write blog posts, you do anything, you end up becoming an authority online.
Yeah, definitely. The next one on the list is to become an authority online. You're going to want to go and follow David's new YouTube channel. Just type in David Blackman. I wrote this on a joke as we're planning the episode, just to be funny. But in reality, you should go follow David's new YouTube channel. He's created a vlog. It's just called David Blackman, right?
It is. I've wanted to vlog for like 5 years, and I just have never done it. I've never taken the time to do it. And when Tim and I spoke at WordCamp Phoenix, I took my phone out and I documented the entire journey from Louisiana, my home, all the way over to Phoenix and back, and little snippets of WordCamp Phoenix and our talk and different people and stuff. And it was a lot of fun. And so, I definitely will be sharing, WordPress stuff, personal stuff as well. So check it out. Thanks, Tim.
You're welcome.
Right.
So I'll go ahead and say the next one. And actually, no, I'm going to let you talk about this one because I think this one is definitely more up your alley.
Yeah, the next thing that you're going to want to do to become an authority online is to network and collaborate. One of the ways that you become an authority is you build up yourself an audience, and one of the ways that you can do that is through networking with people who already have audiences and stuff, using their audience to leverage your authority online and stuff. So, and some people won't allow you to do this. They, think about it. People, I get spammed all the time, and I'm sure Tim does as well, our email about how people want to guest post on our website, and they want to, want us to add them to some of our blog posts that we've written and stuff, mainly because we are an authority in the WordPress space and we rank really well. So network it, do it, not from a total selfish, bring value to those people that you're networking with and stuff, and it'll pay off for you.
Yeah, definitely. And the last two, they kind of go hand in hand. So I'm going to go ahead and share them together. But these last two things are very important for helping you become an authority online. And that's be consistent and be omnipresent. So you don't want to just, every couple months put out, a blog post or do a Facebook Live or do an email blast. You want to do it consistently. And then you want to be omnipresent, meaning you want people to follow, subscribe to your email list, follow your YouTube channel, be putting out a podcast. Now, obviously those things are a lot of work, and you have to kind of build up and get processes in place and all of that. But when you're omnipresent, that's going to help you create an authority online in your industry. If you look at the big marketers out there, if you look at Gary Vee and Tai Lopez and Russell Brunson, you see them on every platform. I open up my email, there's Russell Brunson. I open up my podcast app, I'm getting a notification of his new podcast. I open up Instagram and I see a thing from Russell Brunson. And so you see those people that are authorities in their own space, you see them everywhere. Now, it doesn't happen overnight. As I mentioned, you got to build up to that, but those two things are very important: consistency and then omnipresence, being everywhere.
Dang, now, man, I just got my vlog and YouTube channel going, Tim, and what you're telling me is I got to go do Facebook, Instagram, and everything else. Yeah. I'm not going to be sleeping tonight.
No, that's the thing, is you'll never sleep, but that's what it takes to become an authority.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's a lot of work. People don't realize how much work it is to, in this day and age. It's with marketing and stuff, it's just a ton of work. So,
and also another thing that people don't realize, or maybe they don't think about, is the massive teams that these huge authorities have behind them. Russell Brunson isn't a one-man show. He's got a big team of people that help. Obviously, he's the front man. He's the one you're seeing, and he's obviously working very hard. But he has all the people that are doing the behind-the-scenes work to get that content out there and engaging, on the social media platforms and stuff. Because, yeah, you can't work 24/7. You can't literally be everywhere all the time. Personally, you need have the right people on your team to help you do that.
Absolutely. All right. Tomorrow we've got another great topic. Our favorite WordPress backup solutions for 2019. This is an important one. You're not going to want to miss it. Tim, until tomorrow, we'll see you then.
Take care. Bye-bye.
We've come to the end of today's episode of WP the Podcast. Join us tomorrow for more daily tips and strategies designed to help you run your WordPress business toward success. Remember to subscribe to WP the Podcast so you can stay up to date with each episode. And don't forget to rate and review us. We'll see you again tomorrow right here on WP the Podcast.